Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are, Mecha Knights Nightmare Steam updated Steam trailer. I found this game on Twitter. Someone retweeted a reasonable time ago, and I just followed the game on Twitter because, well, I like mechs. That's something that I already said a couple times. Second, I never looked too much into it, but I think a couple days ago something happened and something appeared on my a new update, a new dev blog, something, and I said, okay, maybe I should look into it. And I never did, but here we are. We're gonna do it today. I don't know much about it. I just know there is giant mechs, and that's probably enough to make me look into the game. So here we go. Let's watch the trailer. I'm gonna watch two things: the trailer and the last dev vlog. Because, well, the trailer has 2 minutes, and the vlog has something along those lines too. And I needed to wait a couple moments to start talking, because, well, YouTube doesn't like when I start my usual rant prior to some minutes. I think 1 minute or 2 minutes, something like that. Let's roll the trailer. Sorry.
Mecha Knights is a single-player mecha warfare game set in a post-apocalyptic world beset by mysterious horrors. Mecha Knights was born from a love for games such as Armored Core, Front Mission, Earth Defense Force, and even Resident Evil, with an
I loved all those games, so you got me here. I'm very excited.
apocalyptic theme that was inspired by Japanese series such as Blue Gender and Muv Love.
Wow! Risking outing myself as a weeb? Yeah. I know what he's talking about.
It is the year 2049, and monsters of an unknown origin have appeared on the Earth, starting an apocalyptic war. The player will find themselves thrust into the...
I like this mech. Normally, a mech like this looks to someone who asks the question of, is violence the answer? Saying yes. And if violence doesn't solve, just use more. And I like this. I like this in a mech game.
The role of the pilot of gigantic customizable combat mechs, and will engage in massive battles against swarms of dozens of monstrous enemies at once. Over the course of an epic single-player campaign, they will experience the story of their pilot's efforts against the encroaching horrors that have besieged our world.
Look at this. You have two gigantic Gatling guns. I don't know what is this. I think it's a different type of missile pod. A missile pod. Plus whatever you have on your hands. I love this game, and I not even played yet.
In Mecha Knights, the player can build his own mech, currently with over 100 unique components available to shape your machine to match your playstyle. All mechs can be equipped with 4 main weapons, 1 for each hand, and 1 mounted on each shoulder, and all can be fired at the same...
That's interesting, because, well... let me get that again.
4 main weapons, 1 for each hand, and 1 mounted on each shoulder.
But we do have 2 extra shoulder slots, right? Like, we have the gigantic railgun thing here. Then we have the 2 weapons on each arm. This thing, but we also have those 2 Gatling guns. Sorry, hiccups. Here. Does that mean that this fires automatically?
And all can be fired at the same time. Alongside this, there are also 4 additional equipment slots on the shoulders and legs of your mech. These can be outfitted with various pieces of equipment, such as additional armor, coaxial guns, or even mine layer modules.
That answer.
Mechs can also be equipped with 8 system modules, working as active and passive skills. These are abilities such as weapon cooling systems, air support, or self-repair systems.
I like air support.
Going along with this customization, your mech's parameters can also be upgraded using supplies gathered on the battlefield. Thank you for watching. And
That's the thing. Very few games do that. I wish to know how that will fit into a game, but more support. Like, I don't know how it's gonna be. Like, fighter support, artillery support, AC-130 support, stuff like that. Probably not artillery because, well, when I'm in this mech, I will be the artillery. But you know what I mean. Having the combined arms feeling of the game. So, for what we saw here, let me see if there. Yeah.
single-player mecha warfare game set in a post.
Here. I don't know if this is just gonna be Rex or like Dead Hulks, or if we'll be allies
Apocalyptic world
in
beset
the
by
game
mysterious
fighting with you.
horrors. Mecha
I kind of hope that it will, because I really like this idea of a more combined arms style, more mechs, more tanks. I don't know about more like constant air support. I think the idea of just having the air support be triggered for by the player or by situations in the mission is better. But boy oh boy, I really like the idea of having this combat arms feeling where it's not just you and the robot. Like, it's not only the robots. Now let's go for the next dev blog.
Welcome to the.
I have to say, I'm kind of disappointed. Uh, at the moment that I'm recording, my view is the 667 view. I would really like to make memes and say that I am the 666 view, but I ain't. Sad life.
Hello and welcome to the 7th devlog for Mecha Knight's Nightmare. Firstly,
Huh, that's already answered the last question that I had during the last part. Here we did had a couple tanks. I think it is a mech, I can see.
let's talk about the changed release date and the reasoning behind it. Custom
Yeah,
mission.
a mech, tanks, AP. I think this is an APC. So, and all honest, I'm love this fact, and we do have a more combat arms feeling.
Mechanics, raid missions, and other recent additions to the project.
Raid missions. I'm getting Ghost Recon Breaking Point flashbacks. Please, let's hope I'm wrong.
Most of you will be aware that Mecha Knights was slated to be released at the end of May.
I
But sadly,
wasn't.
that release date got stepped on by something much bigger. MechWarrior 5, the last remaining titan of the genre, has also decided to launch at the end of May.
Wait, what? Really? Didn't MechWarrior 5 release last year or something? MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries? Maybe it's just MechWarrior 5 and I'm crazy. Oh, yeah. It is MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Yeah, it did release 10th of December. MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries is a BattleTech Mac game developed by Piranha Games, released on 10th December. Microsoft Windows, it's single-player MechWarrior games. Yeah. Oh. Oh. I get it. This was a Epic Store exclusive, isn't it? Wow. Yeah. Okay.
With a next to non-existent marketing budget, Mecha Knights cannot seriously compete for the attention of giant robot fans against the juggernaut that is the MechWarrior series.
I get that. A little bit bullshit. Because, well, MechWarrior has not only got one release, it got two release dates. But it's a fair point. Like I said, if I didn't saw someone retweeting this on Twitter, I would never notice this game. So, they have a fair point.
Right after that, there is also E3, which will similarly compete for the attention of players across the world. So with that said, the release date for Mecha Knights has been moved to the end of July. This decision wasn't taken lightly, but all that extra time will be spent to extend the closed beta test and further polish the game. The campaign comprises of 20 fully voiced missions across varied locales with differing objectives, and some of the missions have unique mechanics available for the player. Some missions, for example, provides you with air support. When called, fighters will fly over your position and attack random targets in the area, helping to avoid a tough situation.
Huh, this is a good question, because, well, on the last time I questioned, oh, this is gonna, because it more or less said that it would be a thing attached to your Mac that you could use to call support. Maybe it will be exclusive for some missions? If it is, I still think it's cool. Because, well, it makes like you more, have to change how your Mac works. Like, oh, this mission will allow you to have the fighter jets, so you should outfit your Mac to have the whatever thing that allows you to call the fighter jets. Oh, this mission you going to have artillery support, so you're gonna have to equip your Mac with the artillery designator. Things like that, I like. I really do.
Another example involves you commanding and protecting an experimental railgun battery at a key point in the campaign.
I found the real hero of this game. No joke. Tanks, yeah. You can probably survive the enemy hit. APCs, maybe lightly armored mechs. Well, they are built for that shit. Gigantic rail gun tanks, probably. But the real MVP is this fella here. He is, by the looks of it, using the pistol to shoot at that thing. You, my fella, you're the real hero.
The oversized weapons are placed in tactically advantageous positions around the level, and the player is able to prioritize targets for them, such as huge behemoths resistant to regular weaponry, or they could be massive groups of lesser enemies. But make sure to protect those cannons from enemy attacks, as their lethality is matched by their vulnerability, and each loss will be keenly felt. Raids are special missions where you put your skills as a Mecha Knight to the test against never-ending waves of monsters.
Oh, that's better. That's really better.
The longer you survive, the more money you earn. More money means a stronger, more powerful mech with a greater array of choice for tackling missions. All waves are randomized and each will get harder. But be aware, the longer you
I don't get that part. Let me hear that again.
will get harder. But be aware, the longer you stay in the level, the stronger, more powerful mech with a greater array of choice for tackling. You survive, the more money you earn.
Okay.
More money means a stronger, more powerful mech with a greater array of choice for tackling missions.
It's the same mech that you use in the main campaign, right? It's just strange the way that was phrased, and it's not. Probably it's just me being stupid, but it sounds strange.
All waves are randomized and each will get harder. But be aware, the longer you stay in the level, the greater the chance that the Horde will take notice of you and tough mini-bosses will be dispatched, seeking to hunt you down. At any moment during a raid, you are free to radio for extraction. A plane will set down in a random place in the level, although extraction teams will only wait a short time for the player. If you're too slow or get caught fighting, the player will have to wait a few minutes for a new rendezvous.
Does my mech fit on that plane? Stupid question, isn't it? But I like this idea of raiding. That type of raiding. It's good because, well, it gives us a little bit more longevity to the game. And, well, It's the classic, one day I just want to sit down and blow shit up, and this game is giving me that option. 10 out of 10 again.
One of the most important improvements recently in the project is the performance optimization, which has had a drastic impact on older hardware. To ensure that huge battles will not impact FPS, the game was improved in a few key areas. Algorithms calculating AI were optimized, poly count of the scenes was reduced, and unoptimized shaders were replaced.
I'm gonna give to the dev. That's really good. And not for the reason that you may believe. Normally, nowadays, if a developer says that, people will eat the developer apart. Oh, you're downgrading the game. But in all reality, he's being very transparent and saying that in the get-go. He's not hiding that bullshit in any way, shape, or form. He's really saying, we did this, this is the reason, and this is why it's advantage. It's adventure. Holy shit, I can't speak English, but you get the idea. For us to do that, it will be better in the long run. And let's be honest, it will. Really. You're not gonna notice how many poly counts on the grass, or on the mountains, or on the mountain on the background, the buildings, or whatever is where they took down the poly counts. You're not gonna notice that. You're gonna be concentrating on literally on the circle around your mech and on the lower corners.
Altogether, it gave great results. That's it for now, Knights. Are there other topics you would like to hear about? Please ask in the comments below. Please also consider leaving a like to support the project and subscribing to the Mecha Knights channel to get the next update as soon as it lands. More coming soon. See you next time, Knights.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna leave the Twitter, the YouTube channel, and the links for the 2 videos. Go give it a watch, give it a like, follow, put on your wish list, because I do believe this is a great project, and I really kind of wish this, be successful. The developer is being transparent on, especially if you see this devlog, with the reasons why they are delaying, how they are doing the optimization. They are not going back on saying, oh, we're doing this because of BS reasons. They are extremely honest about it. They are transparent about how they're moving stuff. And that's great. I really like that. Yes, I would like to play this game yesterday, but I can fully understand their point. It's hard to compete with a AAA or AA game, however, whatever it was. To be honest, with a Epic exclusive deal, it becomes a AAA game with the bags of cash coming around. So I get it. Like they said, they don't have a budget for marketing. So yeah, I get it. The delay is something, and it will, not only that, but it will allow they to not having anyone competing with they on a close release date. Will give they time to polish the game, maybe add a little bit more stuff. I don't know. Make sure the game works perfect on mostly most combination of hardware that you can find. But yeah, give it a look. Links will be in the description as always. And I'm going to say, kudos for the developer for being transparent for the reasons for their decisions, whatever the decisions are. Before, I was really, I'm really excited about a game. Now, I'm really excited about a game, and I really like the developer. See you guys next time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This was the video. If you enjoyed, leave it a like. If you didn't, leave it a dislike. If you have anything to say, please leave a comment. And if you want to see what the hell is gonna be coming next on this mess, subscribe. And see you guys on the next episode.